Hey everybody. So, continuing this week's talks about gaming. Yes, gaming. If you watched my last video about Heartbreak and Dig Dug, then you're already on board. If you haven't watched it yet, it's not too late. You can go watch it. So, the focus for me this week, and it won't be the last week because I'm really kind of hot on this trail of, as the invincibility coach, coming out in support of gaming. And I'm serious about it because I actually see a lot of ways that gaming can teach us about all sorts of things. And just a little disclaimer, there's also some seriously non-productive, possibly detrimental things associated with gaming too. But you know what? Everything has potentially detrimental effects on us if we want to view it through that lens. Anyway, so today I want to talk about Minecraft. So Minecraft has, pretty much swept the gaming world over the past 10 years or so. And it's fascinating to me, okay? So, and the gaming consultant that I'm working with, who is teaching me how to play it, because, I value my time. So, I just want to dive in. You got to tell me what kind of mouse to get, tell me what kind of keyboard to get, I need you on the other end when we've got the headsets on, telling me, what's what, right? Because I like to structure my time and really get the most out of it. But here's the observation that I want to make today with regard to ourselves and what we can learn, or what I have learned about Minecraft. And I'm just getting started. So, there's the building aspect of it, which is just amazing and all that. But here's the thing I want to focus on. I have talked with you about the neurons in our brains, right? And then there are synapses between the neurons, and our life experiences are lived out through these neurons, billions of them in our brain, passing information back and forth to one another. That is how our brains experience our life and all the things that we do, okay? And we need, in order to be healthy, to be in it for the long haul, we need to be able to be creating more neurons and using more neurons than than we're kind of tempted to use, which is not very many, all day long. I'm trying to be diplomatic about this, really, but it's seriously, you guys, we have to experience new things in order to keep our brains healthy. If we keep doing the same thing every day, if we keep saying the same thing, if we keep listening to the same thing, thereby not challenging our experiences in any way, shape, or form, then your brain gets a little lazy, okay? And you can just take that as far as you want with it. It was as far as extrapolating what I might mean by our brains getting lazy, okay? It eventually leads to poor health, one way, shape, or another. So you got to experience new things. So I want to describe to you how I felt last night when I was playing Minecraft. So, I'm having to learn, I'm playing on a computer, so I'm not on a system, on a, now the words are getting, okay, I'm on a computer versus a gaming system like Xbox or whatever, I'm not on that. So I've got my keyboard, and I've got home position, which I guess I could call it that, for gaming, right? And so I'm figuring out ways to move forward and backward and left and right and up and down and all these things, right? And I'm having to think about that in my brain while I'm also trying to design, right? So because I'm trying to design what I want to build, or what I'm collaborating with my consultant in building, right? And I want to tell you that when I had my fingers on the keyboard trying to just figure out how to effectively walk. It's like learning how to walk again. And at the same time, I'm trying to describe something that I want to see happen, or I'm inquiring about how to make a certain thing happen. We're talking basic stuff here too. I found myself in so many circumstances just not being able to speak. Like nothing, because I was, trying to do two things at once that were kind of opposing a little bit. Plus I was literally learning a new language, both with my body, okay, as my brain is trying to tell my fingers to do something in order to get this creature, which is me, to perform an action. And I can't describe to you really how profound the fatigue was that I felt. Like, I wasn't running a mile or 2 miles or 10 miles. I wasn't lifting, I wasn't doing my daily workout where I was like, whew, man, tired. No, I was sitting in a chair and I wanted to just fall over. I was so tired. And it was not because I was sitting in one place. I want to be clear about that. Like, I know what it's like when my body is like, man, I am worked, okay? And it's not from sitting on the couch eating bonbons all day, okay? So understand that I was creating new pathways in my brain. And that is so rad, I think, because it really was. It was magnificent. I kept with it, and I kept, I took a pause if I needed to. But this is, for anybody who games, which I know there's just millions and millions and millions of people that do. They're probably laughing at me right now listening to me talk about this. But this is a person, though, that was maybe not 100% on board with the whole gaming thing. Maybe not thinking that it was such a positive thing for the world, for our youth. No, I am in support of it, 100%. And I think that there are drawbacks, yes, like there is with everything. Yeah, there's drawbacks with some things. But this is incredible stuff, you guys. And I'm learning about so many games that are out there that actually face the person that is playing them with moral and ethical choices, right? And yeah, there's a question like, are they teaching the right things though? Is any system out there teaching the right thing? I rather think that it's more about what you are being faced with so that you can decide, right? We're not expecting games to literally teach our youth everything. Sure, if they're spending a lot of time there, maybe we get on board and try to create more games that instill the kind of values that we want. This is another conversation, really. Like, this could go, I would be on board with talking about this all the time, 100%. If there were enough people, if I had an audience that wanted to engage in that way, and we could do the back and forth, right? I'm just saying that I'm taking a stand right now, and I want to tell you that through my life as a researcher and as an adventurer and as a person who works out every day, like, this was amazing, this feeling that I had, where sitting there and I couldn't come up with a word because I was trying to do so many new things at once that it just, like, it stopped, and I had to be like, man, I'm so tired. Can't believe how tired I am. But I kept with it, and I learned more, and I'm going to continue learning more and reporting back to you, right? But man, gaming's kind of awesome, you guys. I'm into it. And I feel like we could get the planet in a better mood if more people got on board with seeing the positive in gaming, because there's a lot of cool stuff there. I get it. I totally get it, right? And spend less time resisting. Because I tell you what, unless you're in the gym, unless you're like full on doing resistance training, resistance means tired brain, means lazy brain, because you're not engaging. You're just resisting. Let's get the planet in a better mood, you guys. I love you to pieces. Peace out.